Well, Gavin, very much a game of two halves. What was quite a comfortable looking lead ended up, slipping away as we lost 3-1 this afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've ever been more gutted. Because, as you quite rightly say, we looked very comfortable, and in my opinion, and I'll have to go back and look at it, because sometimes when you see it in real time, you try to understand how it happened, and sometimes it's a bit cloudy for you, but you go back and look at it. But the scoreline does not reflect the game in any shape or form. We should have put them to bed, possibly inside the first half, but certainly inside the first 60 minutes. That's the facts, or that's the truth of it. And when you don't do that, and it's 1-0, and you don't take a bit of pressure off your defence, there's always likely to something to happen, and that is a long throw, the umpteenth long throw they put in the box, and the guy's got the flick on it, and it's ended up in the corner, and it changes the course of the game. Whereas, really and truthfully, we should be out of sight by that time. That's the truth, and we're not. And I don't begrudge them that. They've taken advantage of a situation that we 100% should have done better with. Not a pretty game, but in control, I felt, and haven't managed to put Tonbridge to bed. So I can only look our way, because effectively, had we done that and taken the ratio of chances we shouldn't have, then it's a different game of football. But that's football. That's how it works. And that's how it goes. But it's a big one. Let's be honest about it. It's a big one, because no disrespect to Tonbridge, we should have won this game.
How concerning was it, particularly after conceding the equaliser, that the second went in just as quickly?
Again. So the second one's a killer, because in the manner that happens, and in the manner that we're set up, that shouldn't happen. Team should have to go around the outside of us, okay, but it shouldn't go through this. So that's the part really I'm talking about. I'd have to go away and look at that, because sometimes in real time it's clouded and you don't quite see how that comes about. But that really shouldn't happen with the system that we play.
Obviously, it's a chastening result, but performance-wise, after Tuesday, did you get some of the reaction that you were looking for?
Yeah, I think we did. I think the boys had a right go today. They really did, and as I say, created some decent chances, and haven't put them away. So I look at it and I think to myself, yeah, we've conceded 3, but I know how football works, and it becomes a different game. If certain things happen, it becomes a different game, and certain things don't occur. But the fact of the matter is, you've got to do the business in their box as much as you've got to do it in our own box, and we fell short on that front, and as I say, we've clearly fallen short in our box, because we conceded 3 goals. No matter how that comes about, you've got to score 4 to win, and that's difficult.
We find ourselves back in the bottom 4 after Welling drew this afternoon at Chippenham. Is it perhaps concerning as well the fact that we are conceding late goals and conceding additional goals to those that we perhaps should do?
It's a performance. It's a manner of a performance that I would have seen from us a few months ago. If I'm honest, it's not a performance that I expect from this team, and the manner of how it's come about. We're not doing those things, and all of a sudden in 2 games we conceded 8 goals, and I suddenly look at it and think, well, hang on a minute, that's not something that we've been doing. It's something we worked hard to remedy, and the boys have worked hard in training to remedy, and we were looking much more solid outfit. All of a sudden, we're looking around and thinking, hang on. Are we creeping back to our old ways? And I clearly can't allow that to happen. I've got to go away and look at it.
Sounds like you feel we got some of the basics wrong.
Well, clearly, I mean, when you look at the manner of the goals, they're pathetic. The manner of the goal, the manner of goals that they've scored. Our goals, great. It's great. It's well worked. It's and you look at that and you think you have to work hard against teams to put the ball in the net, but the manner of the goals that we've conceded today is unacceptable, just unacceptable. Too easy for teams to walk through us, and I will, as always, it's my responsibility. I don't shy away from that, but this is not something that this team has been doing, and I've got to try and work out why all of a sudden we're doing those things.
We go to Hornchurch on Tuesday, obviously familiar opponents, and I guess it has to represent another chance to bounce back.
Well, every game does. I don't look at games and think to myself, we're not going to win that. But at home, you would expect us to put that game to bed today. Hornchurch represents a massively difficult game, of course it does, and it always has. So, to go there and have to go out, try and get something is going to be terribly difficult. This was the one today that we need to get something from. We haven't. So realistically, that's what we need to do. And I won't look at it and think that we can't do it. I will look at it and think, that it makes our task just that little bit harder.
Thank you, Gavin.